I went to one of the public hearings on Project Esencia last week, and this is what I heard. The scope of the project is profoundly disturbing for a number of reasons. One of them being the public health implications, including the denial of access to water given the fragile infrastructure that's currently there. So we're talking about families, the elderly, children, not having access to water for a number of months, perhaps years. The project also involves the unethical appropriation of indigenous artifacts that are intended to be displayed in a privately curated museum within an enclosed, segregated enclave. In other words, they plan to steal indigenous artifacts and put them in a museum of their own making in a city within a city. Obviously, the inherent racist undertones and cultural exploitation of these actions can't be overstated. It is truly, truly horrifying. The repercussions of this project don't end there. It will also have a catastrophic impact on the environment and the fragile ecosystem of this coastal town. Because what is being marketed as a development plan is actually a reckless blueprint for environmental destruction, substituting a thriving natural ecosystem for a parasitic elite class. A class that seems to want to impose their dominance under the guise of progress. Now, the promoters of this plan have made grandiose and unfounded claims, such as the creation of 16,000 jobs. Claims with absolutely no verifiable data or credible plan to substantiate such promises. So the blatant deception inherent in these claims is not only misleading, but deeply offensive. The true objective of this project is not the purported advancement of the local community, but rather a continuation of a colonial agenda. The displacement of indigenous people from a land to make way for a privileged few is nothing less than a modern-day land grab. Of course, fueled by an insatiable appetite for wealth and power. So it is imperative that we join forces with the coalition that is engaged in resistance so that we can amplify their voices and help to thwart the plans for this inhumane project. The Esencia project represents nothing short of cultural and ecological death, and it has to be stopped in its tracks.